We've been cruising for 16 months now, and it makes us proud to know that we generate our own power and to make our own water. And as long as we provision enough food, we can take our home so many places and experience the beauty of our amazing planet on our own terms. Today, we're sharing how we live off-grid, how some people we meet in remote places like Kuna Yala live their lives, and the one thing we all struggle with. We rise with the sun and take in our waterfront view from the comfort of our bed before starting our day. We check the batteries to make a very important decision: how we'll make coffee, electric or gas kettle.
52% my coffee with gas. We have about 45 gallons of water. Maybe we'll make some water today.
Yeah, because I want to wash some clothes.
Okay. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás?
Our neighbors here, the Kuna, use cayucos, which are dugout canoes with a paddle and sometimes a sail as their transportation. To power our lifestyle, we have 1,060 watts of solar, 720 amp-hour lithium batteries, a Fisher Panda 10,000i generator, and a 120 amp alternator on each engine. I'm washing some clothes, so it's a good time to make some water. Turn the yellow switch to run, flip one or both pumps on, watch the air run out of the system until the gauges show it's making about 16 gallons per hour and the pressure is between 90 and 100. We let it run for 5 minutes to clear the system, then take a water sample and test the salinity. Anything below 500 parts per million is great, and we have 212, so we are good to go. I turn the valve so the water will now go into our freshwater tanks. There's a valve on each tank line so we can choose if it goes into starboard, port, or both. This morning, we're super fortunate that Elio stopped by with his veggie boat because we're pretty low on fresh food. He brings food from Panama City to sell here in the main cruising area of Kuna Yala.
Spinach?
Sí.
Spinach, sí. Dos. Perfetto. Espera, no.
¿De cerdo?
Cerdo. No, tenemos carne.
Okay, no
Tenemos mucha carne.
Aguacate?
Aguacate.
Ajá, ¿ese?
No, tenemos congelado también. ¿Tiene aguacate?
Sí.
Sí, esto sí.
Perfecto.
No, pesa ahí, ¿cómo?
Sí, sí.
Pesa un poquito. Una libra, ¿no? Una libra.
Piña, the pineapple?
Piña.
Gracias. What is that melon?
Quiere, yeah. Sí.
Melón.
Es bueno.
Dulce.
Muy-
Ajá, dulce. 2 días ya para comer ya.
2 días.
Ajá.
Okay. We've found we need to consume produce pretty quickly here, and sometimes it's hard to tell when fruit is ripe. Pimento.
Pimento.
Pimentón, allá.
Pimentón.
¿Y ese? Passion fruit.
Sí, dos.
Sí, dos o tres. No está muy. Tres.
¿Sí?
Sì,
That's Maduro.
perfetto, sì.
Ok. ¿No papaya?
No, gracias.
No,
¿Así?
grazie, no.
Más.
Perfecto.
Perfetto.
Media libra. ¿Cómo se llama? Remolacha.
Beet.
Remolacha.
No.
Beans, ¿cómo es?
No, necesito per cocinarle necesito mucho. Mucho.
Tomate.
No.
No, tenemos tomate.
Cucumber.
You want a cucumber?
If you want.
Sta-
Yeah, sure.
Sta
Uno.
buen fresco.
Sí.
Do.
Uno.
Uno.
Yeah, uno.
Una libra.
Ok. Todo la libra.
¿No leche?
Che
Oh,
classe ha leche? Come?
leche.
Ah, è
Leche
quella,
Sì.
perfetto.
Sí, sí,
Oh
sí.
sì. Quanto vale una?
2.50.
Ah, it's half the size.
Así,
So, like-
$5.
You want to?
Sí.
Dos.
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 Ok. Stiamo bien.
¿Está
Sí.
bien?
Sì.
26.
26. Okay. And just like that, grocery shopping is done. Now we have Elio's phone number so we can call him if we're running low on produce. Next, we take Yoda to a nearby island for some exercise where you can see what it is we're all struggling with out here, the garbage. The sailing and cruising world has a dirty little secret, and that is that there is tons of garbage on pretty much every island we visit,
Yeah.
right? Even the most remote places.
Even the most remote places, we, have these beautiful shots and pictures of pristine beaches, all clean and beautiful. But the reality is that almost everywhere, out of the frame of the camera, there is a ton of plastic littering everything on the beach. Like small little places, like this one, they're not really visible. There's microplastic everywhere.
Yeah, but not even just microplastic, but chairs, tons of diapers. Single-use plastic is by far the biggest one.
Bottles.
Water bottles, soda bottles, just
Yes.
bottles in
Spoons,
general.
plastic spoon, plastic dishes, all sorts of caps, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, and we've seen even in the villages here, there's tons of garbage, and they're not bad people. It's just there is actually no infrastructure for waste removal here.
They try to burn it sometimes,
Yep.
and we hear that oftentimes they just wait for the wind direction to change and they toss it back in the water in the hope that it's going to go away from the shores. So it is a serious problem.
Yeah, and we don't know what the solution is, obviously, but trying to avoid single-use plastic is definitely something we can all do. And we know that it doesn't start with people, because if it was up to individuals, I'm sure we would try to find a better solution. But until big industry that are actually producing the plastic bottles, producing all of the plastic, have an incentive to change, of course, they won't.
And find an alternative to this way of transportation of goods. There's got to be a way to distribute water not in small plastic bottles that go everywhere.
Yep.
And it's really disheartening.
Yeah, it is. It's sad.
We do some cleanup. Of course, it's not fun for you to watch and for us to do. But today we just wanted to include some of that in our video and show you that the only real way here to get rid of this plastic is to burn it. We spoke to some volunteers in another island that are thinking about burying it. But you would need like a hole the size of the Grand Canyon to bury all this plastic. I mean, it's just a ton of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we understand that burning it will create some carbon. I don't know how much. I don't know what the best solution is. I'm really struggling with it.
Yeah, we are. So if you guys have any thoughts, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. Thank you for listening to us on our soapbox today. And now back to the regularly scheduled program.
Cheers.
A huge thank you to our patrons. We are so grateful for your support. If you'd like additional content and real-time updates, consider joining the Harbors Unknown community on Patreon. Upon awakening, the world slowly comes into focus, and what meets my eyes surpasses last night's dreams. Mesmerizing ripples move slowly, reflecting the day's first soft light. Pools of inky black swirling into silver, and iridescent orange bleeding into the mix. These moments out here are so incredibly beautiful, and excitement creeps over me as I run to grab the camera so we can share it with you. The first light seeps over the horizon, painting puffy clouds in delicate pastel hues. Truly cotton candy skies, rising up into the hemisphere. Immense gratitude overwhelms me, and I welcome a new day, full of opportunity. Today we're in a new spot. We're in the Coco Banderas Islands, and really it's like, I don't know, probably 5 really small islands, but there's a lot of reef here, and I've heard that it's good fishing ground, so we're excited to go and check it out. We spent the morning doing some chores, cleaning, doing laundry, making water, and now it is blazing hot, so it's time to go. Tobias, our Kuna friend, is joining us to show us where the fish hang out. I spotted a lionfish, but by the time I got the smaller spear pole, he was gone. Fabio went down and shot into the abyss. I was sure he hadn't caught anything, but moments later he was reeling in a huge fish. Nice catch, Fabio.
We normally don't shoot barracuda, but our friends eat it, so we're gonna donate it to them. It's a nice shot, though.
Show it to me. Woo! We gave the fish that Fabio speared to these, I think the cousins of Tobias, and then they're smoking fish already here. This is like tin, roof tin that they have the fish under, and then the fire with the smoke is down below. Most of the Kuna we've met don't want to be filmed, so we respect their wishes and share snippets of our experiences where we can. Tobias got a couple fish. This looks actually like a hog.
It is a hog.
Yeah, it's a hog. How are you preparing the fish, Bob?
We're gonna fry in a pan with some lemon inside. We have just couple little slices of lonely little slices of lime. That's what we're gonna use. But it'll do. It will do.
They look amazing.
Yeah, very nice. The fish is ready. It looks delicious.
Nice. What do you have going on over here?
This is kind of like a Kuna version of the lobster mashed potato. It's lobster mashed yummy.
We sat down to enjoy our delicious, completely locally sourced meal, and Tobias told us about his family, how he worked in a nightclub in Panama City for 8 years, but left for a tranquil life in Kuna Yala, where he spends days foraging for seafood to sell, and during high season welcomes tourists to enjoy his island for a small fee. A simple life living in synchrony with nature. We met Eben on a nearby island where he has embarked on a project to create honeymoon cabanas on the water. He's removing brush, forging a conch-lined path, growing fruits and vegetables, and sells amazing fresh baked coconut bread and focaccia all off-grid.
In our story, 138 years ago, tsunami visited us. And the time, the story say 200 kunas died. And the others survived in the top of coconut almost 1 week.
Wow.
On the waves on the sea go down.
Oh my God.
After 3 months, all seafood appear in all islands, ray, char, all dead, and plenty conchs, and it smell no good.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now, after hundreds years, now they are fertilizing the soil.
Oh, I see. Oh, that is why the soil is so fertile.
That's why we can plant everything. Like you can see the lemons, you can see the bananas, the papaya, yuca, mandioc. Now we have pumpkin. You already.
I saw one, yes.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have so much fruit here.
And the other islands, in the front of where you are in Anchorage, there we have more vegetables.
Oh, really? Oh, you know, Tobias, I think, told us you have avocado.
Yeah, mango trees.
Yep.
Breadfruit.
Oh.
Yeah, in the other islands. Yeah, working here. Okay, good. Yeah, this is my kitchen now.
And so, Eben, you're also a chef, right?
Yeah, I'm making everyday coconut bread in the morning, some focaccia, pizza.
Well, your bread is delicious.
Yeah, so that's why.
So it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
And this is amazing. How did you get your big stove here?
Yeah, I brought in the fast boat from the
Wow.
city. Yeah, from the city. Everything coming from the city.
Wow.
Yeah, because this is my name, chef, and so I need to bring some.
You have to have your tools.
Yeah, my tools.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's manual. We use panel solar for now.
Ah.
Yeah, panel solar and respecting the natural place.
Yep.
Our final project gonna be in 2 years. So we're gonna complete making cabins in the water just for honeymoon.
Oh, wow.
So we start at first planting bananas because Kuna diet is banana, coconut, and yucca. What you can see, we plant first bananas. So we are not spending enough money for that.
Sure.
Yeah, so we can receive direct from the land.
Right. We also met volunteers that are working with Eben and wanted to quickly share a bit of their story. Will you guys introduce yourselves to everyone and tell a little bit about the project that you're working on here?
Yeah. So I'm Clémence. I'm coming from France, and
I'm from Austria. I'm Stefan.
And so yeah, we found this project through the platform Workaway, which is a platform which is putting in contact basically some people who has project like Even here. Hosts like could be like farming, it could be like resort for tourists, it could be school looking for like teacher or something like this, and some travelers, like in general backpackers who are looking to like share some of their skill in exchange of staying for free and having some meals most of the time. So that's what we're doing. And here we're helping Even to build a bit of his project. So with the cone shell road, for example, or mostly also to gather the trash.
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
So we have this internet channel that we start months ago about our travel, because we're traveling a year in South America.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we start by Colombia, and now we're in Panama, and we're gonna go down to Ecuador, and all the way down then to Tierra del Fuego.
Wow.
And
Patagonia.
then going up
Beautiful.
again, maybe. Los Chigüeros.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us.
Thank you.
Join us next week as we travel 50 miles to Mamitupu, one of the most traditional villages in Kuna Yala. Tobias joins us to facilitate communication, and we take a trip upriver in a cayuco for an unforgettable experience at the edge of the Darien forest.